Bleh. Bleh. Okay. Oh, God. I think everything's good. I think everything's good. Alright. Alright, so let's go. So I am on the right file, right? Yeah, so 15 out. Yeah, this should be correct. Okay. So I guess one thing I should mention now is that I did already. Before I did the first session for this, I did have the plan to go through this crash-free like stream series without using the power-ups just for getting the gems, not for like the time trial stuff. But I didn't do that. So what I did from like after that stream to now is I just made a new file and went through all the stuff that I already did on stream, like without using the power-ups, and it was kind of interesting. It wasn't too different than usual, but like there was definitely levels that were a decent bit harder than usual, and I'm convinced that it's basically impossible to do Flaming Passion and Gone Tomorrow's like bonus rounds without the bazooka, so yeah. But regardless, for the remaining gems and stuff like that, I'm gonna prevent. What is it? I'm gonna not use power-ups just to make things more interesting, and unless I absolutely have to. So yeah, that's how things are gonna go. But yeah, I'm basically just gonna be streaming until I need to get called in for story time. So I'm not sure if we're really gonna be doing or really gonna be accomplishing much in this stream, considering two of the levels we need to do right now are Ski Crazed and Hot Cocoa, and both of those are ridiculously hard to get platinums on, so this might be a stream where I don't accomplish much, but it's all part of the learning experience, so it's fine. And that's a good start. I just like bounced off the side or something. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to try getting this and the gem in one go. Yeah, because this level is fairly tough normally, so just getting a gold on this stage can be rough. But these are the two stages I'm probably most worried about, because I know Area 51 is a lot easier. Like I'm not worried about Area 51 in this version at all. Like compared to PS1, that stage is so much easier. But in terms of other stages, I'm not really sure if there's any of the other ones beyond Hot Cocoa are going to be as bad. There's probably going to be some that's going to take a number of attempts, but I don't think there's another one that's going to be to that level, hopefully, but we'll see. I'm not sure about Tell No Tales. I can't imagine Tell No Tales is going to be as bad as like this or Hot Cocoa. But yeah, okay. This is the I think I mentioned it before, but like, yeah, Crash 3 is I think it's the only game where, or for N-Sane specifically, the only one that I didn't get all the platinums for, purely because some of these vehicle levels are just absolute hell to get platinums for. So it's like, yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm honestly surprised I managed to do all the plats in the original, but yeah. I feel like it's definitely something I can do with enough effort. Just probably gonna, it just might take a while for these levels. I feel like, as well, I feel like I probably could get all the plats in Wrath of Cortex if I tried hard enough, but I have no desire to do that for that game. Like, maybe I'll get all the golds, because I don't know, I don't think I've actually ever gotten all the golds in that game, so maybe I'll do that on stream, but like, I have no desire to get the plats for that game. It's just, that game just isn't entertaining enough to do that. This. I love how they... Oh god. I love how they had to put the bombs like so close. I swear they're not that close in the original. Ugh! Okay. Now this is where the hard part comes in. What time do I need? Yeah! This ain't gonna end well. Oy vey. The thing is as well, like, this was also one of the harder levels to platinum in the original. So I got that along with, like, forked controls and, yeah, we're probably gonna be here for a while. At least we get this sunset. The volcano in the back. Volcano in the background. I kind of wish you actually went into like the volcano in one of these levels. That'd be cool. I don't know the strat for this one, so I guess we'll just kind of figure things out as we go. I know at some point you do need to basically have the time stopped for like good the rest of the level, because yeah, there's no way you're gonna get it otherwise. That was not a good idea. Should probably just go the other way. Ugh. It was like 36, I think. Oh jeez. I might have to tank a hit somewhere. Ugh. Screw it. I think I've already botched this. I'll keep going. Yeah, I think this is like basically the point where you can never get the time going ever again. It might actually be better if I skip these boxes. Yeah, because it takes longer to just get over there, so it doesn't actually save time. Yeah, I'm fully prepared for this session to basically be a waste. Like, we might actually not get anything done in this stream, and that's fine. Just gonna... It's all part of the learning experience. I don't know if I can get both of those boxes. I mean, I know I can, but like, I feel like it would take too long. Okay. It's going well so far. Oh my god, you jerk! I can't stop moving as well, that's the thing. I need to just go. Oh, dude. Okay. I didn't know what to do there. Okay, that's fine. N-Sane. Okay, yeah, that, okay. That's fine. Yeah, I couldn't do anything about that. Yeah. We'll figure it out. I mean, I could also go back to these stages, but I mean, I kind of just want to get them out of the way. Oh, that doesn't even work. Okay. Or maybe I just jumped off the ramp at a bad angle, maybe. Because I'd prefer, obviously I'd prefer to get the 3 over the 2, but it doesn't seem to want me to do that. Wait. I'm pretty sure you have to basically get all the boxes. No, not all the boxes. Actually, no, forget what I just said. Because it's faster to skip the 2 boxes at the start. But you definitely have to get most of these. Okay, that worked. I don't know how I dodged those, I'll be honest. How am I avoiding any of this? Oh, okay. I'm not even gonna question it. And I think we're already past time. I know it's 30 seconds something. Gee, I'm making way too many close calls. Like, I can't exactly help it, because I need to just rush through, but... And then that happens, good. Okay. I'm not sure this is good enough, honestly. If it is, I will be amazed. Yeah. How the hell? Okay. That felt like a really good run. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to get a run as good as that again. What was it, like a second off? Yeah, basically. Okay. Now if I just... Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna hit the 2-second crate and not worry about the 3. Because then if I get a... Oh, good. If I get a run as good as that again, but I also hit the 2, like, all the, like, the 2 box of the ramp, then that would have been it. No. It would also be good if I hit that 2 box. Alright. Problem is that I have to worry about where the bombs are going to be, and that seems fairly random. It's not exactly a short level either. Okay, couldn't make a miracle happen again. Right, that's fine, that's fine. No! Okay, okay. Around this. If I just keep... Bombs. Okay. Almost didn't hit that box. Okay, please. Damn it. Oh god. He had to turn so preemptively, it's crazy. Oh my god. Let's see if there's any, like, corners I can cut in here. I'll keep going just to see if I can maybe make it, but I doubt it. Okay! That's, no, I can't tank a hit here. Ah! And then, yeah, yeah, no. If it passes 36, then I know I've gone past the platinum time. Maybe this won't take as long as Hog Ride did, but... This bomb seems to always be in the same kind of place. I was really trying to get that box. Alright. It's gonna be close. And this... Oh, God. Oh. Okay. I knew this level was gonna be a an issue. That's why I haven't streamed this in a few days. Oh, Frog's gonna get hit there. I mean, also that, and I don't want to suffer burnout. Burnout Paradise. And if we do clear this, we do have a little bit of a of a break with platforming stuff, but not for very long. I didn't even... Okay. You're like bounced by the bombs. And then this... Okay. Maybe? That's... I don't... Yeah. Going back to Area 51 though, I really don't understand why they made it like so ridiculously easy in this version. Like, it was a pain in the arse in the original, but like, you can see better in this version, so it's like... I wouldn't have honestly minded if the time was like like as strict, because you know it kind of defeats the point, the whole point. Where like basically, if you just get first on the time trial, you're gonna get a platinum. Like, well, okay, let me rephrase that. If you barely get first, you still get a platinum, which I feel was kind of backwards. I feel like it should be if you get first, then you're really far ahead. And also, just missing boxes. Oh, this is gonna be really, really tight. This is possible. This is totally possible. Come on, come on, come on. It can't start again. If it does, it's over. Or I can just mess up and not. Okay. Get in there! Yes! Okay. Whew. Got it. Alright, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting, but it still took a little bit. Cool. How many do we... Yeah, we don't have access to... Yeah, we need 20 of these. Okay, let's get the gold gem, or yellow gem. And like I said, I'm not going to use power-ups, just to make things a little bit more interesting. Oh, okay. Ah! Okay. And there we go. So before we do hot cocoa, we still need to get the gems in dynamite. So let's just do that now. We've got Eggopus Rex to do as well. I'm not sure how that's gonna go, but okay. You kind of have to finagle your way with some things. You don't use power-ups. Okay, let's just do this. Okay. Yeah, I figured. Oh. I see. Ugh. Right, checkpoint. Nintendo. I was not paying attention. Where's Nintendo 63 lives now? Oh jeez. They knew what they were doing when they placed these nitros here, because there's like, you're gonna spin the grass away, so let's just put this nitro here. It's very easy to just catch you. This bit. Okay. Okay, so I know if I go back here. Hey. It's not quite as much as like Castle Machinery in Crash 1, but you know, it's still some lives. I did actually hit the nitro switch, right? Let me check. Okay, cool. Because I know there's usually 2 nitros there. Need to do this. Evan's favourite part of a Crash game. Oh, okay. I will say this. I don't think the backtracking is really any better than Crash 2, but I do at least... Oh god. I do at least appreciate the fact that they put a lot of it in the... what I'm trying to say. I do appreciate at least that they lock it behind doing like the optional gem paths, instead of like how Crash 2 does it, where it's like... A lot of it is just like... Okay. The going through the regular stage stuff. So I do at least appreciate that Crash 3 like keeps it to the like harder side content kind of thing. I think it makes more sense to be handled that way. I don't know why they had to like keep the camera so close, like... I know it was like that in the original, but that's why it should have been changed. Like, some things are better off not being one-to-one, just saying. Okay. Okay, I don't know how I lived that. Okay. Oh, no! Okay. I don't know how that happened. Alright, cool. Okay, please don't die. Bleh. Please don't die while I get back. And yes, I am deliberately not using like power-ups. So I wanna go through like the gem stuff without using the power-ups as much as possible. Just at least one time I play through the game. I think that's like a trick in the original where if you put, I think if you make your name like something specific, you get all your power-ups right away. I don't know what you put in, but I do know that it exists. I don't know if that's a thing in N-Sane, but Oh yeah, Novos, I assume sound balance is fine. Okay, good. In terms of visuals, like, this is definitely my favorite of the remade trilogy because they just made these levels just pop so much more than before. Like just the swampy water and all that, and the lava in the background and all that good stuff. Alright, cool. Okay, now we need to do Eggopus Rex. I don't know what the time I need for the stage is because it doesn't exactly have like a level warp, so I can't check the time. So I guess we'll just kind of YOLO this. I'm not really sure what they were thinking with the secret. Maybe if the pterodactyl that like grabs you was like a different color, maybe? I don't know. There should have been something to like make it stand out, because it, like, as far as you know, like it's just a regular old enemy. There's like no indication that it's gonna send you to a secret level. And they didn't. I guess there's a trophy for it in this version, so I guess that gives you like a hint, but it's still like, I don't know. Like the hot cocoa secret, I think is cool because it's the only, like the alien sign is like the only one of its kind, and it's like, huh, that's odd. So it's like you experiment with it, and then like eventually just run into it, and then you get sent to another level. Which, in that case, I think it works because it's a unique sign you don't see anywhere else in the motorcycle levels. And it's like, it looks suspicious. So that secret I like, but this one has no indication whatsoever. It's just a random pterodactyl. Like, what the hell? I don't know what they were thinking with this. Although apparently this was like the last stage that got made for the game, so that does explain quite a lot. I feel like they probably should have put like a box gem here though. I like this stage, but it definitely feels a little bit empty without like boxes or anything like that. And yeah, this is a bust. Honestly, you probably could insert like the hunter lab assistants from Crash 2 here. I feel like they fit pretty much just right in. Yeah. We might end up just getting a gold on this run, but we'll just kind of get a lay of the land first. I don't know if Baby T is faster, is the thing as well. I know he definitely jumps like further and higher than Crash, but I don't know if he runs faster. I don't think it does. I don't think he does. Yeah, there's no way. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I don't really know what time I'm going for. Okay. I'm just checking in to see what's going on with story time. Okay. I'm surprised I actually got that. Actually, if you're still watching Nova, could you look up the platinum time for Eggipus Rex for N-Sane? Oh, good. No, specifically the platinum time for the N-Sane version, because the times are slightly different. Oh, good. You could just barely make that with a slide jump. Okay. Problem with this is that you can't see what time you need within the game, which is kind of crap. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh. I do like that they made a level specifically for Baby T though. Oh, okay, never mind, I got it. Alright. Yeah, I think if you just keep Baby T for the whole stage, you should be fine. Ooh, don't click on weird stuff. Okay. Okay, now this is where the fun begins. I mean, this... I'm not too worried about getting the gem, but like... This platinum relic, we might be here for a while. definitely not getting the relic at the same time. There's no way. Okay. Should probably try and find the nitro switch first. Okay. Get some stuff along the way. Don't want to hit that just yet. Nope. Okay. Yeah, problem is, like, I don't really know the a good route for this. It's just gonna be a lot of trial and error. Yeah, you're getting pushed by the little island. Okay. Okay, I want to hit that checkpoint after I go and play all these. I guess that one as well. There's a checkpoint over there. You know what? Okay, I'll get these, get that checkpoint, then get the ones in the other ramps, and then get the other checkpoint. I like the concept of this level. I like that, like, because the checkpoints like save your boxes. You have to think more about like when to break them. Like, because if you just like go into all the checkpoints all willy-nilly without thinking, you're gonna give yourself a harder time because of it. Because then you're gonna have to break so many boxes in a row without any safety net. So yeah, you have to think about what you're doing. I did. Okay, cool. Thankfully, the draw distance is a lot better than the original because you can actually see boxes really far away. They had to pop in the original, which is understandable. Like, this is a big stage for the PS1. These two. Hopefully I don't die. Okay. Okay, yeah, just these three. We good. Yeah. I hate how close that shark gets. Okay, now here's where the problem lies. Okay, unlike Eggipus Rex, I do think I know what the time is for this. I think it's like 1996. It's because it's I know that's what it was in the original, at least, because I know it's meant to be like a reference to the original game site release date. So well, release year rather, but you know. I don't know what month Crash 1 came out on. My gut wants to say September, but I could be completely wrong. Okay, yeah. I have no confidence in being able to do this, so yeah, let's just see what happens. I'll try the route I usually go, but I don't know if this is even gonna work. I think I managed to do this in the original, but yeah, no, that's like ugh. Or I can just miss it. Okay. It's not gonna happen, but I'll laugh if I get this one in one go. Yeah, no, we've already passed it. Like maybe I can do that, go through that path if I don't mess up. I don't know. Again, this is going to be a hi. This is going to be a lot of trial and error. I don't. Yeah, I don't know how to do this really. God, he gets so close to you. I hate that. Okay. Roll with. I'll roll with that. You get launched so much higher in this version. Like, what the hell? And yeah, these boxes are. Oh my god. Bombs, jerks. The thing is as well, if I go this way, it takes long. Yeah, it takes longer because I'm like going on like the very edge. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is not even close. This might not even be a gold. Good. Yeah, you get bonked around by these islands so easily. Yeah. We're gonna be here for a while. It's hard enough to get a gold on. It's hard enough to get a gold on this stage. I'm gonna like double check, like hot cocoa platinum time. Just going to the stage while I'm doing this. NDSC and wait, what? Oh, wait. Wait, what? Wait, they made it worse? Why is it 1993? Are you serious? What? Yeah, It's only 3 milliseconds, but like the original is well, at least on the PAL version is 1996, and it says NTSC and remake is 1993. That okay? So that goes against the whole idea of it being a reference to the original game's release year. I mean that's not a huge difference, mind you, but it's still. It adds up after a while. Like, just... the milliseconds add up. Oh, and we're in for a hooting good time. Although they made the... what? These time differences confuse me, man. They made the gold relic time more lenient by 2 milliseconds. Okay. What good that's gonna help me. Maybe I'll get the... I don't... Yeah, I do not know how to do this. Because the thing is, well, there. The thing is as well is that the original, so yeah, it is really random. Thing is as well, like the original gave you such a sense of speed with the waves and stuff, whereas you can't really get that. You don't really get that in this version. You always kind of have like the same kind of level of speed, if you will. So you can't really rely on the game just giving you a sudden speed boost. So it's like, I genuinely just don't understand what. Okay, I guess we'll just experiment, because that route clearly just isn't working. But then it's like, I don't know how. I don't know. Just kind of. I know I can probably do this eventually, but like, jeez. This might end up being the rest of the stream. I'm gonna be completely honest. We might be here. We might be here for the rest of the stream. This was from the start of me doing these platinum relics. Not just for Crash 3, but just the N-Sane in general. This was the stage I was most worried about. Like, forget Future Tense, forget Stormy Ascent, forget the lab. Like, those are, like, oh good. Like, Future Tense is gonna be tough, and lab and Stormy Ascent were hard, but this is just, like, this is the one I was really not looking forward to. Yeah, I swear to God they placed those bombs closer together. Like, I'm pretty sure they weren't that close in the original. Okay, yeah. The islands themselves are obstacles. Like, I'm not trying to like get launched into the bomb. I'm not trying to do that on purpose. It's just like, if you're like on the side of the island and you're going at full speed, you like get sent to the side like that. Like that's not me trying to go to the left. Good. Maybe I go this way. I'm just kind of trying things at this point. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, the first strategy for this is just finding a path that works. like that is... I don't know. Yep. I'm pretty sure you can get through that without stopping. Like, you can't exactly stop because you have barely any time to do all this. Yeah, there you go. And then I get... No, I'm... okay. Lord Almighty. I'm just gonna say this, thank God you don't lose lives on time trials, because otherwise, I probably would game over if that wasn't the case here. Or I can just not hit the clock at all. That works too. I know it's probably better for me. I feel like it's better for me to get those boxes like on the way to this nitro switch because I feel like it's gonna be too much of a time waste to like weave into those like bombs, or weave past them to get the boxes on the way back. So that's why I'm like trying to get these now. I feel like this is a decent route so far, but it's like the problem is that I don't know what I'm gonna do on the way back. I guess we'll figure that out later. Oh my god. Yeah. I swear, like the jet ski has like the hitbox of like, sometimes it has a hitbox of like a tank and other times it has a hitbox of like a spoon. Why a spoon specifically, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, and then I like this. I'm just kind of YOLOing at this point. I don't really know what I'm doing. Oh my god. It's still, like, I still need to go a fair bit, like, after that. I definitely feel more confident in doing this route than the one I started with, at least, but... Okay, so I'm gonna get this. Go over here. Oh my... God. Cliff. I gotta look at like a world record run for this stage at some point because Christ almighty. Okay, the ramp's over here. Yeah, and then... It's like... Can you go away? Yeah, this is the part where I don't really know what to do. Why? Why? Like, maybe I can go back and, but like, go... Oh, that was bad. Maybe I go inwards more. Because like the path I'm taking towards the switch is like I'm like going a lot more outwards. Like, if that makes any sense. Until I get to this part, then I go a little bit more in towards the. I guess like the stage, just dome area thing. As soon as we pass this level, at that point we've pretty much gone through the worst of it, I feel. Now, I'm not saying that there won't be other platinums that will give us trouble, but I feel like I don't feel like there's going to be a stage that's going to be as bad as this. I could also just like look a route up, but like I feel like that kind of defeats the point. Like maybe if I get absolutely desperate, but I would prefer to figure this out on my own if I could help it. I feel this starting route is good. Feels good anyway. Just go this way. I'm not exactly. This ain't looking too great, honestly. Maybe? Okay, maybe. Yeah, this is actually... I think... Okay. This might not be the run necessarily. Yeah, this ain't gonna be the run, but... Actually, no, because then... After that, I get no boxes for ages. Yeah, I'll at least just get the gold relic. Yeah, I don't know. So if you're still here, Nova, how you doing? How's your day going? Oy vey. I like how Crash is the one that warps into the stage, but it's Coco that actually, like, gets warped in. I'm fairly certain that, like, this warp was originally... Okay, yeah, no, restart. This is originally going to warp you into Area 51. There's just... It just makes too much sense. Maybe I do this and then go down? I don't... No, that's not... No. That's bad. Or maybe I get... I don't know. I definitely want to get these boxes, I think. Go like that. I don't know what I'm doing, dude. Maybe I go this way. Like... No, this is awful. Like, there's no... I'm not getting any... Where the heck... Yeah, no, this is a terrible idea. Okay. Okay, maybe? Maybe? I'll give that another go. Hit those. The stupid ramp is in the way. And then... avoid the bombs. This might work. Maybe. I know there's definitely more than one strategy that works. It's just trying to find the right strategy that works for me. Oh! Okay. Yeah, and then... Okay, yeah, I do that. And okay, I think if I actually do a good run here, I might be able to get this. Yeah, because then that's the end. Okay. I might have an idea. Right. I get this box? I don't think I... No, I think I avoid... I don't think I go for that box. Oh yeah, and I do this. And then I die. Okay, I am losing track of what I'm doing. Oh, okay, that was just bad on my part. Like, okay, get these. Or try to get them anyway. And then... Nope. I messed that up. Oh, that was good. Ah! Damn it. Okay, and then... I knew... What the heck happened there? Okay. No! I already forgot what I was doing. Okay. Let's try that again. Oh, thank you, but I didn't know it was you. Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna... How do I... Can I not make sure I'm... Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'll give you mod privileges, Nova. 'Cause, yeah, yeah. Have fun killing the bots. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I get out of this? Ah! Okay, there we go. Yeah, everything's gonna be off sync now. Thanks, Nova. Appreciate it. Yay. I'm not too worried about having a bunch of mods on Twitch because, like, it's not the same as having a bunch of mods on, like, a Discord server. Do you enjoy your funny sword? I don't know why the Twitch mod the little sword image amuses me so much. Just so funny looking. Yeah, I don't know if this is good. Nah, that's definitely not better. Cause yeah, I'll keep going just to make sure I can. I need to make sure I can perfect this this route first and foremost. But this is definitely not going to be the run. Although I wouldn't be opposed if it was. Just saying. Where am I going? I love having a small pea brain. I don't know if this even works as the thing. Okay, just ignore the one with the nitrates, it's not worth it. That was good. If I could get all of these boxes somehow, that would be great. Yeah, no, there's always one I have to miss. I don't know how you're supposed to get all of those. No. Ah, turning. And then there's... Why? It takes too long to get to those bombs. Oh, you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ignore that one. We can get like these and then... That works. Okay, I wanna get this. Oh, jeez. No. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked even if I got there in time. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Okay, guys. I basically just had to play this perfectly. Right, then I go like this. Hope that the shark doesn't get in the way! I'm gonna have to get... maybe? No, I'm okay. Yeah, I thought I could make it that time. Oh, this is tight. Definitely getting the hang of that starting part. That's good at least. Hey, how close you get to that. Okay, I'm gonna have to get these ones. But then it's... Okay, in theory this is a... Okay, yeah, then I do that. If that stops the timer and... long enough. Okay, yeah. As long as I get through those bombs without, you know, obviously dying, that might be good. The problem is, that's way easier said than done. But I think I have a route down now. Just gonna take like another, like, 30 minutes to actually execute it properly. Hopefully not. Go like this. And don't get eaten. There's no point in getting that box over there. If I like... Yeah, I need to figure out a way to get those boxes, like, in a timely fashion. And also, you know, without killing myself. So I can't exactly go through that slowly, otherwise it kind of just defeats the whole point. There's probably another... There's probably like a bunch of other things... Oh, good. Okay, that's not a good idea. There's probably a bunch of other things I could try as well, but... Then I'm gonna take like 30 minutes trying to learn that, so it's like... You know, I may as well just stick to this for now. Wonder how long I've been on this stage for. Like, at least it's not a long level, but like, very... Okay, so... That's... One of these days we'll get this. Like, maybe if I okay, I guess if I manage to hit that extra 2 box where all those bombs are, like, maybe that will give me the edge as well. The problem is, like, I guess that is something I should try and, like, learn to do. It's like, yeah, this... Yeah, I think I need that. I'll try and give it a try, but it's gonna be tight. I need basically anything that can give me an edge at this point. Oh boy. I need to... Yeah. Easier said than done. This is just a matter of time at this point. Okay, so I go like that. Go like that. Oh my god. Okay, I know this is possible. I don't know how I keep doing that, honestly. The thing is as well, you have to turn like half a second, like, not even that, like a second early. Maybe even more. I appreciate the fact that the bombs move in such a way that I can always get those boxes every time. That's nice, at least. I need that. Okay. I need to hit that other 2 box as well. Oh god. Did kind of get stuck on some stuff there, but that's fine. That's not fine. I know I can do this. Yeah, I waited too long. If I don't get the clock immediately, these bomb placements are just completely balked. So think how the... I think this game's, like, enemy, like... Good. I think this game's, like, obstacle placement is... obstacle placements are, like, based on a universal timer. It's not based on when you get to, like, where they are. If that makes sense. Like as soon as you... Basically what I mean is that as soon as the level starts, all the obstacles start moving, and it's not based on, like, you getting to, like, a specific... Like, it's not based on you getting to, like, a specific area, and then the enemies in that vicinity start moving. Just kill me. Because I know some games work like that, like, the enemies don't move until you get to that, like, a specific... Like, they don't move until you get to a specific point in the level, like, some games do that. I think the Donkey Kong Country series does that, I could be wrong. No! Ay. I feel like we've probably been in this level for an hour at this point, right? I feel like it has to have been at least an hour. Good Lord Almighty. The thing is as well, I'm not even sure if this route I'm doing is even gonna work. It should. If I could just manage to get all these, like, boxes with in that little path there, like, that would definitely be a start. But, like, it's so much harder to do that in this version. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Okay, that's fine. Not ideal, but maybe. No. Like, God! Why? This is evil! Oh god. Yeah, the only platinum relic so far that comes anywhere close to this is probably the lab, and even then I don't think the lab is this. I don't think it's quite as bad as this, honestly. like, I guess this is more, like, skill-based than the lab, but, like, you still have to deal with, like, these really obnoxious jet ski controls. Like, yeah. I'm fine enough with the jet ski on N-Sane nowadays, but, like, when you have to do stuff like this, it's like... That was so close! Are you kidding me? Oi. Oi. At least it's not the best looking ocean I've ever seen, but it's still, at least it still looks fairly gorgeous. The sun in the background as well. Like, it's a beautiful looking stage. I'll give it that. That's not gonna work. Yeah, I had to slow down again for that. This is balls. Nope. Yeah, get my life back and then lose it. Okay. Do. Manage this. Like, I don't know how you're supposed to get all of those. I just don't. Happy fun times. I feel like if I turn too much it slows me down. I don't know if that's true. Might be. Oh, what if I... No, if I take a U-turn, then that's like... Yeah. Maybe I should get... I don't... Well, I can't get those boxes as well as, like, the path I'm doing, because... That... Like, I can't... Yeah, it doesn't work. Because I'm going this way, and then if I try and get those other boxes before I hit the switch is gonna take longer. But yeah, that just doesn't work. So maybe I get like a couple of them and then go to the the ramp. Maybe. Oh, right, I forgot that was a time box for a second. Yeah, how many times have I done this and I'm still forgetting some basic things? Yeah, get like these two and then go this way. Like, maybe? I'm not sure about that one, honestly. Yeah. That didn't really feel any better. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother trying. Maybe I'll go from this angle? No. No, that's gonna be worse. Okay, maybe I do this? Oh god. Get out of the way, please. No, that's not any faster. However, maybe on the way back, it could be good. Maybe. So I might have enough boxes to break. God! Enemy placements! Get out of the way. Like, this is basically just an experiment. Like, I just want to see if this is, like, gonna be any better. Okay, I can do it like that. That's safer. Oh, and then I can get these. Oh! No. Oh, this is such a mess. I'm gonna get these. These ones, I guess. Yeah, that's too much of an awkward angle to get through. Okay. I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Maybe, okay, I'm gonna try going around. I will figure this out. No, I probably should save these for last. I'll save those boxes. Probably makes more sense to get these ones. Yeah, it definitely does. Okay. Actually, no, because I'm gonna... God, this is confusing. Okay. Whatever, I still think it's better in my interest to get these ones instead. Probably gonna... Okay, cool. That's fine, whatever. And get these! Why they have to put those so close? No, that's not going to be good enough. Oh, Christ. Because even if I get these, that's nowhere near good enough. That's even worse than what I got before. Okay. I don't know. I'm running out of options. I seriously, I swear to God, I went through the clock. I'll try this strategy again then. Yeah, I'm honestly, I'm at a loss. I don't know what to do. Why are my connections not getting... Wait. Not getting shot. I hope the stream's still running okay. Oh my god. Okay, that's not a good idea. Bruh. This is stupid. Christ. dude. Yeah. Oh my god. You know, it'd be nice if I hit that box. Just saying. Bro, why am I not hitting it anymore? Bruh. Do that and then, yeah, then weave past the ramp. Don't stop. Or leaving. Okay. No, I don't know how you're supposed to get that. That's ridiculous. Hey. No! Okay, okay, okay. Oh, wait, hold on. What if I get those and then this? That might do it, actually. Okay, hold on. I didn't... Okay, those boxes didn't even, like, register to me. So I guess I'll try that and see if it works. I'm about ready to leave this level at this point. So I prefer to just have this work. Yeah, that was not great. Because I don't think I didn't want to look like a route up this stage because it's be so much more satisfying if I figure this out on my own, like figure out my own route. If I could hit them, maybe. Okay. Okay, so I get these. Hopefully I don't get eaten. I'm probably gonna get eaten. Okay, so most of this run is like the same as normal. It's just after I like go past the shark, then I like go to the ramp and then do the other stuff. Oh, that should... Okay, we should be able to get through this. I don't know why he's in a different place than he was, like, before. Like, but... Okay. I could get past the shark fine, like, earlier. I don't know what's happened. Eh. Okay. Okay, that works. Alright, this is looking good. Yep, okay, cool. And then I do this. Line myself up quickly. Okay, and then I get these. Ah, no, that's too slow. Okay. Actually, you know what? If I... Okay. I can figure this out. It's just gonna be a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. God. No. Why did they have to make this so tight for? Like, this is ridiculous. Yeah, again, get this box, I guess. And die as well. That works too. Tried so many things at this point. No, I need to hit all three of those. Huh? Did I, like, swim under the bomb? What was that? That was bizarre. Please. I... I don't even know anymore. I'm going crazy. Go! Please. God, I need to like... This is so dumb. Oh, don't hit the mic. I'm just trying to get through though without stopping. It's like... I don't understand. I don't understand thing. Oh, oh. Okay, I thought I honestly was expected to die there. Like, this is what happens to me when I get stuck on the same thing for ages. Like, I just turn into an absolute crazy person. Bye! Okay, now what? Get this and... Okay, that works, that works, that works. Wait, what am I... Hold on. What am I doing after that? I'm so lost. Wait. I completely forgot my plan. There was a plan? Oh wait, no. Like, I was... Okay, no. The reason why I went for those boxes in the first place is so I could get... Is so... When on my way back, I can get, like, the other boxes. Like, in theory, that might... I don't know what's gonna work and what isn't anymore. Like, this is just such a mess. Especially if you don't hit that. Like, Yeah, and then, oh, okay, yeah. Okay, in theory, I think I have the right idea. It's just I need to actually know what I'm doing and not be a complete brain fart. Okay, it happened again. I swear I'm just like going under the bomb. Alright, then I get this, I guess. Jeez. And then I go... Wait, do I... I don't know. I guess we'll just try some stuff. I think I'm on the right track. But this is, this route needs some polishing up. Especially if you missed a clock. I know I can do this. I know... At this point, I am confident I can do this. It's just a matter of time. I like the music. That's good. It's good at least. Oh, lordy. Okay. Ooh, this is good. This is good. A good cycle. Okay. Nice. Then I get this, I guess. And then I go back in. Okay, we can work with this. We can work with this. Ugh! Shark, go the other way, please. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Maybe. And then... No! Oh, God. No, that's... Bruh. Half the time I can't even get past this bit. Oh my god. I refuse to give up on this. I will get this. My stubbornness is going to be my downfall, I swear. Yeah, that was not gonna work. Ah. Okay, okay, okay. Okay! Whoa! Oh, monkey! Monkey. Okay, good. This is the time I usually get. Or, like, around then. Around this, anyway. Those hitboxes are so weird. Don't turn around, please. Okay. Okay, no, okay, right, okay. Like that. And then... I think we're on the right track. Okay. Bruh. Yeah, this is easily the level that's taken me the longest so far. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dead anyway. Okay. Oh, that was interesting. Why? What? Come on. That was slightly faster than before. That wasn't. So, go around here, and we'll get this. Maybe if I'm a little bit faster. This is the best strategy I can think of. Or maybe I should get the boxes up there as well. Please. I've at least been on the stage for an hour and a half. How much more than that, I don't know, but it's definitely been at least an hour and a half. I guess I'll get these, and then I'll go down. I don't know if that's a good idea. No, not really. Yeah, that wasn't really any better. Bruh. Please just hit the clock. Ay ay ay. I don't know. I don't know why it's so fun to say it like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, defending the same stage for ages, yeah! That's probably not gonna work! Yep. You know what, I feel like I could probably get the ones up there and then just have that be the replacement for the box done. Because I feel like I feel like getting the bomb... I feel like getting the box where that spinning bomb is like more difficult than it needs to be. Yeah. Jeez. Yeah. All of these like turns and whatnot are like just ridiculously tight. Like, I can just barely get past those bombs. And these ones... Yeah, okay, that's better. Because then I can, like, get into this, and then... Okay, that works better, actually. I don't know if that's really any... Is it better? Okay, no, it is, because usually I have like 1370 or something. Okay, so I'll do that from that one at least. And then hopefully this funny Mr. Shark isn't... Oh, he's probably gonna be... He's gonna be in a bad place! Okay, that's way too close. Right, take a turn here. And I probably get blown up! Oh! Okay. Okay, I think that's gonna do it. If I don't mess up like that at the end, I think we've got it. I know I keep saying that, but like, I feel like this time, this is it. Wait. These. Oh, God. No. Damn it. Bruh. I just need to get this route done. I mean, I get this has always been the case with this level. Like getting the gem isn't too bad, but like the relic is where it gets. Foosh. That's where the difficulty like skyrockets here. Because like with the gem, you can take your time and like be a bit more like careful. But with the relic, you have to just just YOLO it and just rush through all these death traps. And it's not exactly easy. I feel like I'm getting worse on this part. All the levels to make I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay. Feel like that could have been done a bit better. Dude! Yeah, no, that was a bust anyway. This is... This is something else, alright. If I do this... Actually, no, I'm not going to say anything. I can't get past those consistently. I knew that was a burst. Okay, now I'm just not getting anywhere. Why can I not do this anymore? Yeah, that was way too late. Come on. yeah. Oh yeah, rock and roll. We've been here for like 2 hours. Jeez, this is. I gotta look back on it after this start, provided we actually get the platinum in this stream, which I'm honestly not even convinced of that. Like, I wonder how long we've been here. Good Lord.
Hi, Harry.
Oh hi.
Oh yeah, I just got almost home. Let's see, I'm just
nice.
like, my door will be in. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How was your Crash? How are those final levels of Crash coming along?
Not well. I've been stuck on this one
Are you
just.
still doing that like final level? Or was it like? Are you still on that same level from last time? The one which is really long and the hardest level in the game?
No. I've been stuck doing a jet ski level for like 2 hours.
The jet ski level. Oh,
yeah.
rip.
Yay.
So the hardest level wasn't actually the hardest one.
Wait, is that like the Crash 1 level you're thinking of?
Oh wait, maybe it was. Oh.
Yeah.
I remember there was one level, the one which you said was like removed from the game or something because it was too hard.
Oh yeah, that was Crash 1.
Oh, that was Crash 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that was Crash 1. Okay, because when you were doing Crash 3, yeah, I only joined for like one of the streams, I think, and you were like doing like most of the things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where are my avocados? Right. Yeah.
I'm not too worried about a lot of the stages after this, but... yeah.
That's good at least. So, yeah, you only have that jet ski thing to worry about.
Yeah.
So if you've only been running for 2 hours, then who knows how long.
Yeah, this has been this has been the hardest stage to platinum by a wide margin.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Yeah. So how are things going?
Going pretty well.
That's good.
Let's see, my week was pretty fun. I didn't do particularly like crazy amount, but it was one of my friends finally got Overwatch and we got to play. And we also finished Lord of the Rings, the whole series finally.
Oh, nice. I remember when I had like a Lord of the Rings, I think it was like Return of the King on PC. That was a decent like, it's like a hack and slash or something.
The heck?
It's kind of...
That makes sense, because like, yeah, if you ever watch the movies, they're literally like a lot of it is just the gigantic wars that go on.
Yeah.
With all these like battles between like tons of like giant armies and stuff. It's really well like directed.
Mm. Yeah, one of these days I should watch those movies. I just
definitely an undertaking though, because each movie is 3 hours long. Actually, the first 2 movies are 3 hours long exactly. The last one's 3 hours and 20 minutes. That's the theatrical version.
Yeah. Well, I guess there's nothing stopping me from like pausing and like getting back to it the next day.
Yeah. We
So
decided to watch each movie like we just did like maybe like at most like a 5 to 10 minute intermission, maybe in the middle of the movie, just to like pee and stretch and whatever.
Oh yeah, because like you're not at a cinema, so you can feel safe to do that. That's the one thing about going to a cinema that like always kind of makes me worry. It's like, oh, what if I suddenly need to use the bathroom? Like I can't just go up and like miss part of the movie.
Yeah. And that was always a bit of a pain. At least, like, I know in Indian, like, a lot of Indian movies, because they're so absurdly long, they always, like, put an intermission into the movie. It's, like, baked in. And
Oh,
that's
nice.
Yeah, the theater will literally be like, okay, intermission for, like, 10 to 15 minutes. Come back later. And then, yeah, go get your snacks or pee or whatever.
That's good.
That's because every Indian movie always ends up being, like, 3 hours long.
Probably would have been good to have that for, like, Endgame or something.
Yeah. I don't know why they decided to like I think there should be like a requirement. Like if your movie is like over 3 hours long, then you should start having intermissions like in the movie.
Yeah. These filmmakers just think we all have like godlike bladders or something.
Yeah, like I usually don't have an issue, but I know a lot of other people end up with problems with yeah.
For me, it depends. It depends on how much I end up drinking during like the movie. So like I don't remember what movie it was, but there was one time where I was basically like not bursting, but it was getting to that point. But I just had to hold it in. So like, so after that, after that happened, I tried to like stop myself from drinking too much while watching a movie, at least in a cinema.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't usually like bring drinks with me to the movie. Maybe just water, if anything. So I'm usually fine with the people.
I usually
bring like popcorn.
I usually get like a soda with popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn's always a classic. I get the good butter and stuff.
Always make sure to empty yourself before watching. You've never had this. Yeah, no, I use the bathroom right before watching a movie as well. But my bladder's very like off and on. I guess like some days I can hold it in for ages. Other times I have to go like every like hour. It kind of just depends.
Here, I'm on my computer now. Actually, yeah, switch over to there. It's a good mic.
Hey.
How do I? There. What?
I'll go and take a look at your stream too.
Oh yeah. a lot of dying to bombs.
Not the bombs.
But yeah, I remember the like Return of the King game being like I don't know. I probably would be able to have a lot easier of a time with it if I played it now. But I remember it just being ludicrously hard as a kid, and I could never beat it.
Yeah, like I'm gonna think of it like Lord of the Rings just seems like a really strange like movie to try to turn into a game because of like there's so many like parallel plot lines that like it kind of creates a bit of a mess when you like try to turn that into a linear like you would have to make it so that the game is like, oh, you like have one scene where you play as these guys and another scene where you play as these guys because like half the movie like all the characters are split up with each other.
Yeah, that's I don't know how the other games do it, but I know Return of the King basically has like 3 different paths. And they all like it's like they have their own like set of specific characters that go on their own like journeys. So it's like I don't remember the characters' names besides Gandalf, but I think Gandalf has his own like section.
Yeah, so I imagine it'll be Gandalf and Frodo is the like he's technically the main character in quotation marks.
Yeah.
Because he's the guy who has the ring.
Yeah, I know that's like one. There's like Gandalf, Frodo, and like a couple other. Like it's like Sam as well, I think.
Yeah, Sam is with Frodo. Gandalf is like with the rest of the Order of the Ring, I guess.
Yeah, and then
And they
there's
have
like
also-
a third group that I forget the names of.
Oh yeah, like in Return of the King specifically, there's like maybe like 3 different factions. Like there's Aragorn and Legolas and all those guys. They're,
Yeah,
like,
that's
chilling
it.
in,
That's it. Yeah.
And then Gandalf and what is it, Pippin? They run off to another place, and then yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that happened in that movie.
I think
Ooh.
Aragon and like that group's levels I probably struggled the most with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could definitely see like a Hyrule Warrior style game being made for Lord of the Rings. Could easily make a good game out of that.
Yeah.
She's so angry whenever you die. She's like, why did you make me go into this bomb?
Yeah, okay, just gets mad at you, this the player.
Yeah.
Like, she doesn't, like, drown like Crash does, so she's just kind of floating there.
Yeah, stares at you intently. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are the controls for this just hilariously bad? It seems like
it's,
very, like, tight, it seems.
Compared to the original, it's not, the best. It's something that you can get used to, but you can't make as, tight, turns and stuff as you could in the original.
Mm-hmm. Can you, like, stop as well? I feel like that would help if you could
You
stop.
you can, but I can't really afford to stop much in this.
I see. How tight is the platinum time for this?
I think it's like 1993. I checked like Bandipedia or whatever.
Bandipedia? Of course they have a Wikipedia for everything.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, you have 19 seconds to complete this level, basically?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because the way this level works is that you need to hit a nitro destruction switch that's like, so you can like, because the exit's right here, but it's blocked by these nitros. So you need to hit the switch and then make your way back.
Oh.
So there's like, this is like a semi-open world kind of level. So you kind of have to like find your route and go for it. So a lot of this I've just been trying to figure out what a good route is.
Oh, I see. A bit of speedrun routing. Did you look at a video of how the pros do it, or?
No, I'm trying to avoid doing that because I want to.
Oh, I see. You want to do it yourself.
I want to try my best to like do this myself. Like if I get absolutely desperate, I might look, but I feel like it wouldn't be as gratifying if I did that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. You got past the first hurdle. I guess that was probably not the correct way to do it. But...
Yeah.
Okay.
I've gone really close, so it's like, this is like the route I feel the most confident in. There's probably something better than this, but I don't know. It's just ridiculously tight.
Yeah. Basically afforded nothing for when it comes to going turning.
Yeah. The thing as well that would help a lot is that in the original, if you press down on the D-pad, you would like do a... Oh good. You would do a sharp turn, which would make some of this stuff a lot easier.
Oh, you can't do a sharp turn anymore?
Yeah, no, you can't. You have to like do a full turn.
It's really weird.
I don't know if the devs just didn't know that was a thing or what. Because I don't think Crash 3 OG ever tells you about it. It's fairly obscure. Hey. Okay. Oh, okay. So, what do you think would be a good day to continue JoJo, by the way?
Today would be ideal if Lewis is alive.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, because I know tomorrow, not tomorrow I can maybe do a bit, as well. Actually Wednesday, probably. So actually, any day this week, which Thursday and Friday I'll be probably busy.
Okay.
Well, Friday I might be free, but Thursday is Thanksgiving, so
Yeah.
very busy.
I mean, me and Lewis don't have Thanksgiving, so we'll we can basically just not have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I do kind of, I do get a little bit jealous that you guys get like, basically a Christmas dinner two times a year.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Thanksgiving's usually like where people go all out with the dinners, but yeah, Christmas also tends to be pretty big as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna like this year actually usually I go and like fly back home to my family to go and have Thanksgiving with them, but this year like I already saw them like last week, so what we're gonna do is I got invited to like a Friendsgiving thing, so that's nice.
Oh. Okay. So it can be a bit of a change of pace.
Yeah. Never done something like this before, so it'll be fun. It's very nice, like how like a lot of the communities are, because like it's like even if you don't have a place for Thanksgiving, people will like make sure that you have a place to go.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, that was bad. The funny thing is about this level is that the original platinum time for the PS1 was like 1996, which is supposed to be a reference to the original game's like release year. But I don't know why they made it like 1993 for this version.
Trying to make it even harder.
Like they made it even harder. Like they made the time lower, but also just going through the stage in general was just harder. So it's like, I don't know why they had to be such sadists.
Yeah, it's not that. So these things, they just kind of float. Yeah, they kind of go left and right when they're floating, right? They don't
Yeah.
have to stay in one place. So
Yeah,
makes
it's
it
like
more annoying.
you kind of have to hope that they're in a good cycle. Okay, that was good. I feel like I'm getting worse at this because okay, hold on. Can I please get past this section? I feel like I'm just getting worse because I've gone like so close to the end before. Now I can't even get to the nitro switch.
Maybe you're starting to get tired from doing this so many times.
Maybe. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that was too early. Oh, too early. That was too late. Yeah, when I went through like the MCU stuff, I very rarely went through a movie in one sitting.
Oh yeah.
I try to make it like I try not to make it any more than 2, but you know.
Oh yeah, like I don't know. That was like I think the only time I ever like had to watch movies like in multiple sittings was the Star Wars movies. 'Cause my mom would always fall asleep watching them. That was the first time I watched them. But yeah.
Nice.
Right. It's like whenever you fall asleep, like okay, it's time to go to bed. Oh, you got a good cycle. Nice.
Well, that's just half of this. This is okay.
You seem to go for the thing, the big now, right?
Yeah. And now I need to go back.
Oh, okay.
And this is why you don't want to hit like every box, because you need to have enough to hit on your way back.
Ah, nice.
And then this. Okay.
It's a little short.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this. And then I hit this, and then these. Nah, that's. I don't. That's okay. That's the best I've gotten so far, but I don't know how. I don't know how to.
Oh, you got 20.84. Yeah.
That's. This is like. You basically had to play this perfectly.
Yeah. I guess maybe your routing could possibly be better, but like it
Probably.
seems like it was.
I don't know what else I can try. Okay, I'm getting better at that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, your corning's a lot better. Like, I'm maybe doing that one. Oh yeah, see there you go, and then you can use the ramp. Because like if you're walking past the ramp without using it, then that might be that's like a waste, I think.
Yeah. These bombs are like in the worst places. I'm getting to the point where I might want to look up a video, but ugh.
Yeah, I think this entire level is all about routing.
Yeah.
What you could do is just instead of trying to do the challenge for like one attempt, you can just go and run around and see if you can find a better route.
Maybe. Okay, what I'm gonna do then is okay, so it's like these boxes. I think this beginning bit is fine. And then hit those. Okay, that's nothing. I wonder. There's also these. Oh, I didn't realize there were nitros back there. I hate everything.
Aww.
Oh, that's slower than before. No. Well, I was right to fear this level.
Yeah.
I knew I knew this was like going to be the level that would do me in. Because it's like... It can be hard enough to get a gold on this stage.
Oh yeah. Have you done this before in Crash 3?
The original Crash
The
3,
original.
yeah. I did a stream for the original Crash 3, as well as this. Like, for getting all the platinums. I don't remember how long it took me for the original, but it was definitely not like 2.5 hours, whatever, however long it's been taking.
Yeah.
No. Everything is sad. I guess we could try and message the group chat to see if Lewis is around.
Yeah, I'll go and do that. Oh, Lewis is heavily online right now. Yeah. Thanksgiving this week. Oh yeah. Oh, wait, you can go first.
Oh, what? Oh, I wasn't really gonna say anything important.
Oh, oh yeah. I was just gonna say that like for Thanksgiving this week, I'm finally making something I want to contribute to like the end menu. I'm making
Nice.
some mac and cheese. Try to go and like follow this recipe to go and make some banger stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hope it comes out really well. I've made mac and cheese before, but I always use like the really basic box or whatever. stuff,
Right.
and then just maybe add my own cheese a bit, and then that's about it. Mac and cheese isn't that big in the UK, right? Is that?
I don't really hear about it that much, no.
Yeah.
It seems to be like I hear it like Americans talk about it a lot, but not really like UK.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know that definitely, cause like, I know like the mac. I think the big thing about mac and cheese is it came originally from the South, maybe. Something like that. Like, oh, there you go. Ooh, so you're at 12.86. I'm going back here. I don't know if that's going to be good. Yeah, it's only worth it to get these boxes if it's. Ooh, if it takes like less than 2 seconds to get each one.
Yeah.
So if you're wasting 4 seconds of time to get that one, then like, is it worth it? That's the real. I guess it's the best way to like.
Oh no! Yeah, I don't.
Like, I don't know if that last one is worth it or not. It seems to be like a very roundabout thing, which would take probably more than 2 seconds to get.
Maybe. Oh, I can just not hit that box, that's fine. Maybe I just... Oh, maybe I just go for that one? I don't... Oh, no. I swear to God, if this just works.
You didn't need to waste time going for some of them.
Okay, yeah, that's... Alright, that's definitely better.
Oh yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah, okay, that's better. Yeah, okay, I don't need to go for those boxes. I just need to shave off like another like second or so.
Yeah, about half a second. I think just choose carefully which boxes you actually want to get. Like that one's definite. Like
yeah, these are the start I need to get because like yeah. I think I think I might have a better idea of what to do now. Just executing it is another thing entirely.
Oh yeah.
I'm probably just gonna stop after this stage, honestly. I've only done like 3 stages, but it's like I kind of expected that for this stream.
Oh yeah.
Next one should be a lot more smooth sailing than this. Hopefully. There might be another level that will sneak up on me, but I hope not.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh, please. Ugh. Okay. I gotta see a world record run after this.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
It'd be great if I could get all those boxes near the bombs, but oh well. Okay, yeah, this is a lot better. I don't... Maybe? Oh! Yes! Oh!
There you go, after a million years.
Oh, God.
Good.
That was insane.
Only took a million. Yeah, I think it was just a matter of just fixing the route.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, when you mentioned like I shouldn't go for like some of those boxes, like that was a much cleaner route. Okay, before I do anything, I'm gonna save because I don't want the game to like die on me. Oh God. Christ Almighty. Yeah. Okay, I'll just do like one level in tier 4 just to try and like thank you, Nova.
Thanks for the brave.
Yeah. If I don't get the platinum here, it's fine, but I want to do something that's not jet ski for like a couple minutes.
Play a regular crush level.
Yeah. Let's see how this goes. I know people tend to have issues getting a platinum in this level, but we'll see. That's how this goes. So I know I've gotten all the platinums for the platforming stages before, so I'm not too worried about. Like I know eventually I'll get all of these. Good.
Just got squashed. Oh, that's
Yeah.
a big time loss.
Yeah, that's a massive time loss.
I think you just lost from that, probably.
Yeah. I just kind of need to get like a lay of the land first.
Don't get squashed. Oh, I guess that one you can make use of the TNTs, probably.
Yeah.
For you.
I know if you can do this right, you can do a little. This is it's a lot easier to make to do that trick in this version. I cannot do that in the original. Oh, okay. That was a thing. Yeah, I think I've already passed it. Yeah, this is gonna be a gold. Oh well.
Oh, you already got a gold split the first time. Not gold split, but gold.
Yeah. I'll give this like a few tries. If I don't get it today, I'll just leave it for next stream. Gotta love the troll at the start. Just have time boxes like behind like the starting point.
Oh.
Or I can just not spin. It doesn't save you a lot of time because like you have to run your way back, but it does gives you a little boost, which does add up.
That's good at least.
Oh god. Ugh! Okay.
Death by squash.
Squashy doors. Oh, or I could just not hit. Okay.
Is sliding faster than running in this game?
I don't know. I think the
It's gonna
slide. I think the slide itself is faster, but then like the jump or the spin after that is like slows you down. So
be... Oh, I
I
see.
don't know if that's a good idea to do that in the long run.
Have you ever looked at a Crash speedrun before?
I've looked at a few, yeah. Oh, okay. But there's there are some weird tricks you can do. Okay, it's gonna close. That's fine. Okay, that worked. That was good. Damn it.
Rip.
I messed that up. Oh, quickly, quickly. Ugh! Oh, that was bad. Ah. Oh, what? What? Why can I not make that anymore?
What are you supposed to do usually?
You're supposed to just wait for the platform to move. But that also takes a while, so...
Yeah. So they probably want you to do speedrun strats of doing floating and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. That's not gonna stay open enough for long enough. Oh god. Ugh! Oh. Okay, I can live with that. Oh jeez. Yeah, I need to like hug the corner more, the side more. I can definitely see why people have an issue with this stage, though. Okay. Okay, though. Okay, and then I do it like this. Alright. open the door, please. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, next time we'll just clean up the rest of these levels and get the remaining gems and whatnot. And hopefully we don't run into a stage that takes me like over 2 hours. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, I think I should be doing a brawl tomorrow, so hopefully that goes well. Just gonna be a lot more of all-star and boss battles, probably, but yeah. I think that's about it for now, so yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, so I'll see you guys next time. Wow!
Nice.